Hyundai. Hyundai? Hyundai. 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 Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. This is Jackbrick coming to you today with a mug. What kind of mug? I don't know how to pronounce it in international language, so I'm just going to say Hyundai. 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 This is a Hyundai Ioniq. Maybe you can tell. If you did, then building this mug succeeded. If you can't tell, I haven't succeeded. But I think I did succeed. Just take a look at this row of pictures from an actual Hyundai Ioniq Electric. So, you've seen the original and you've seen some snaps from this mug, so it's up to you. Please leave comments and tell me, did I succeed to make it somewhere similar? But stay tuned first, because I'm going to explain some of the features I tried to recreate. To start off, at the back, as you've seen in the pictures, the Ioniq Electric has some, what do you call it? A divided rear windshield. So, a divided rear windshield with a lower level and a top level. And if you look at this one like this, you see there's a bit of window underneath and on top of that ledge. So that's why this ledge is here. Also, it has a really big, massive rear bumper, and also a big, massive front bumper, which I both tried to create somewhere similar. I think these sloped headlight bricks really are doing the car a favor. You've seen on the front this black part is also in the real life car. What can I show you guys? Oh yeah. Let me start off with pointing out that my minifigure is in there, but as you can tell, he is sitting slightly on the left. And that's not an accident. I'm going to show you guys. Because, well, I'm a real fan of doing things as realistic as possible, and of course, when Lego builds a car, the minifig always sits in the middle, most of the times. And when I build a car, minifigs aren't supposed to be in the middle, because in actual cars, you are not in the middle. So, let me remove my minifigure and let me show you how I did it. I've worked with some bumper plates, right? So the steering wheel and this thingy here, which is meant to be used to control the windshields and such, is over there, but those jumper plates are making sure that the minifig is sitting a bit to the side. What kind of features here? It has a nice big, I don't know what you call it, screen to cover the back. As you can see, it has a really impressive heads-up display, and the original also has an impressive heads-up display. So yeah, you wouldn't call it GOGs and things in those digital machines. Well, especially like so, you really can see how it doesn't have a straight line anywhere, and I'm really excited about how that came out, because that was actually one of the important things I wanted to work on. Just like the car, it should be really smooth. Well, what about width? It is 6 wide, just like this McLaren from the Speed Champions prior to 2020. Well, Jack Brick, what about the length of the car? Well, let me answer that as well real quick. As I'm putting it next to one of those P1 McLarens, it is a bit less, but that does make sense because the Hyundai Ioniq isn't just as long as one of those McLarens. Now, of course, we have some other really important questions to answer, like, will it be able to move this really big Ford Bronco? Well, it does. But on a more serious note, one detail is really important for every car you make for your city when you have the 2019 modular creator building, which is the garage. And that came with this really detailed, his mirror is off. There it is. This really detailed tow truck. So the important question is the tow truck able to pull your car? Nah. Unfortunately, the tow truck is not able to pull the car. I tried several things attaching it, but as you can tell, these chains that came with the tow truck could be used to attach like this at the bottom, but well, I think all the stud holes here are too far away from the front, and the same goes for the back. So when it is attached with this chain on the hook, well, the tow truck is dragging the front bumper over the street, over the surface, and not the wheels. So that didn't work. So I guess I failed. But I don't care. I really like the outcome. I think this is actually a terrific Lego version of the Hyundai Ioniq. And well, if I'm happy with it, nobody cares. So, without further ado, we're going to a special announcement. This is a public service announcement brought to you in part by Jack Brick. If you like our videos, subscribe and hit on that bell so you'll be sure you are not going to miss out on our next video. See you in Brixto!